I get asked this question a lot. How do I charge all of this different equipment when I'm traveling to different locations in one day? In today's video, I'm going to show you how. So I love traveling to different locations with either my drones or cameras. Often I travel to several locations in one day, but I don't want to be limited by battery life and how long it takes to charge when you're connecting any of these devices to, say, your car charger. So instead of using that really slow charging method, I always had with me an electric generator like this. So Anker have been making power banks for a number of years. You'll probably find if you have a power bank and it's a good power bank, it's an Anker one. And now they've actually moved into the portable generators as well. So think of this like a really big power bank. And this is the Anker SOLIX C1000. Now this has a capacity of 1 kilowatts and it can output over 2000 watts. And why this is fantastic to me is I've actually got loads of different outlets on here that I can use, but I'm not limited in power. So I've got 4 AC outlets on the front of it here. I've also got 2 normal USB outlets and I've got 2 USB-C outlets as well. These are fantastic. So one is 30 watts output and the other one is 100 watts output. So I don't even have to plug a plug into the AC. I could simply just use that USB-C port when I'm charging my batteries. So this means I can actually move to several different locations, keep the batteries charged in the back of the car being powered by this, and by the time I get to that next location, all of my batteries are charged. And to put it into context, if I was trying to charge, for instance, my DJI Mini 4 batteries using the car charger, that cigarette lighter would output at 5 watts, whereas on here, I can output at 100 watts. So charging these batteries is so much more convenient. This also has a built-in light as well. It's got 3 different light modes, but you could have this one on here just to provide some light for you if you got it in the boot or if you're camping, and that can be on for 100 hours continuously on one charge. Now we like going camping as a family either in tents or in camper vans, but you'll find that when you're off grid, having power with you is so essential, either for charging the kids' iPads or keeping your equipment charged, or actually just making yourself a coffee in the morning. You could power all of them with a generator like this. We hired a camper van recently and we were limited because when you're off grid in majority of camper vans, you can't actually use your AC sockets. So I had this with us so we could still charge all of our equipment when we were off grid as well using this. And when we had that camper van, we were traveling to different locations. So after each location, we would put our things on charge directly on here and they were fully charged by the time we got to that next location. We could even stop and have a brew because this can actually power a kettle because it has a max output of 2400 watts. So this for me is an absolutely essential piece of equipment. It also charges itself faster than any other as well. And this is what's great. You don't want to be putting one of these on charge and then waiting hours and hours for it to be charged so you can then go off yourself. This can actually fully charge from 0 to 100 in under 1 hour. It's remarkable. But what's great about this is it actually has a solar panel input. So you can get solar panels for this. And that can provide 600 watts of power directly into this generator. So I find a lot of the time when I'm out on trips or I'm camping, if I stop for a break, or especially when we're out camping recently, we just have this charging at the side of us via solar. And it can actually fully charge, providing you've got like a clear day, bright skies, in under 2 hours, which is absolutely fantastic. But what's even better is that you could have this charging via solar, but you can also be drawing power from this to charge your equipment. The charging time on here is a massive, massive advantage. But what about charging your equipment? How many charges could I charge, for instance, the Mini 4 Pro batteries? And how long does it take to charge this? Let's find out. So if you've got a DJI Mini 4 Pro, for example, standard battery, and this is fully charged, you could charge this drone 50 times on one charge. And you could charge all 3 of these batteries in here around about 16 times. That is absolutely incredible. But what gets even better for me traveling to different locations, because this can output at 100 watts, this only takes around about 21 minutes to fully charge. Now, if you use the DJI 30 watt charger, it takes around about an hour per battery, which means you could charge all 3 of these batteries in the case when moving to different locations, and it'll take around about 1 hour, and then you'll have all 3 batteries fully charged. This is an absolute monster. So let's just say I've been filming and I've used all this equipment. Now I can actually recharge all of this without any problem whatsoever. So I've got a MacBook Pro M3, I've got my RC controller, the DJI Air 3, the DJI Mini 4 Pro, 3 batteries, and the DJI Pocket 3. and that is charging, and it's actually saying I've got 8 hours remaining. So I could keep this fully charged all the time for 8 hours continuously on one charge of this. It is absolutely fantastic, and it gives me so much confidence. So I could go to any location, I could fly my drone, I could recharge my batteries, I could also go onto my computer and do some work. I can be charging this at the same time and still have all of this power. And it's not some like big massive generator that I've got to carry around with me. It is really small and convenient. Now, one of my options, like I mentioned, was connecting this to solar, but if I'm also going on quite a long trip, I could also charge this via this car charger as well. This just plugs into that side port, and then my car can actually provide the power to charge this whilst on the move as well. And I can also still provide power to all this equipment while moving around, even when this is being charged. And you can also power small heaters like this. So heaters aren't normally very efficient at all, but this space heater is actually outputting around about 500 watts of power. So something like this is going to be perfect for camping, especially in a tent, warming that area up. It's also got a Wi-Fi connection on it as well, so you can connect it to it via Wi-Fi. So wherever you are, you can see how much power is being input. So for instance, you've got it connected up to solar panels. I can also turn outlets off, turn outlets on, all from this app. So that's really good. And again, different generators that I've tested and I own don't have that function. So for me, this is such a valuable piece of equipment. If you're like me and you like traveling with your drone or your equipment, you might be a photographer doing video, then just going to several different locations. I hate being limited on the actual battery life from these drones. So I want to be able to have as much equipment as I can with me, and then as I go to different locations, I can be fully charging them. Or if we go away as a family and we go in a tent, I want to make sure that I've got power that can actually provide power to the kids' phones, iPads, all of my equipment. So again, I'm not limited. And by just having something small like this, it answers all of that. It's such a valuable piece of equipment that I take with me every single day. If you want to go check these out, Anker not only do this, but they do smaller and cheaper versions. But at the moment, there is a discount code on. It's an automatic discount and you get £200 off. I think it's like a Valentine's offer, so you need to act quick. But yeah, highly recommend this. Fantastic, made by a make that you can trust. Anker, been around for years. I've had loads of their equipment. Highly recommend them. Go and check this out. It's going to be linked at the top of the description. So a question you guys asked me, how do I charge all of my different equipment? And it's via a generator. So if you did enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. I've got really exciting news coming really soon. Thanks so much for watching. If you've got any questions on this, put them in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer all of them, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.